There's something deeply unsettling about leaving your child in the care of strangers, especially in a place that looks too perfect. The walls freshly painted, the toys neatly arranged, the laughter of children echoing through the halls. But behind those cheerful facades, what if something sinister is watching, waiting, and feeding? This is the true story of a daycare so cursed, no child ever left the same, and some never left at all. It was a small, picturesque house nestled in a quiet suburban neighborhood. Little Angel's Daycare had a glowing reputation, warm, homey, run by a sweet old woman named Mrs. Myrtle, who'd cared for children for over 30 years. Parents praised the place for its nurturing environment. But when Clara moved to town and needed childcare for her 2-year-old son Jamie, she couldn't ignore the warnings whispered by the locals. "Strange things happen there," the grocer had muttered. "Kids start talking to shadows." Clara, desperate and skeptical, ignored the warnings. Jamie started the next morning. At first, everything seemed fine. Jamie came home sleepy but cheerful, always with drawings of odd creatures. Tall, faceless women, long-limbed children with pitch-black eyes. Clara dismissed them as imagination. But then came the night terrors. Screams echoed through the house at 2 a.m. every night. Jamie babbled nonsense in his sleep, speaking names Clara didn't recognize. Worried, Clara picked him up early one day. As she stepped inside, the cheerful illusion cracked. The house was quiet. Too quiet. No laughter. No children. Mrs. Myrtle sat motionless in her rocking chair, humming an eerie lullaby. The walls were covered in old, decaying portraits of children. Some looked oddly like the kids she had seen being dropped off. When Clara asked for Jamie, Mrs. Myrtle simply smiled and said, "He's with the others, learning to be quiet." Panicking, Clara raced upstairs. The second floor was ice cold. Doors lined the hallway, each one sealed shut with rusted locks. From behind one, Clara heard a whisper, "Mommy?" She broke it open and found Jamie, sitting in the dark, surrounded by dusty toys and dozens of children's shoes. They escaped, but Jamie was never the same. He stopped speaking. He stared at empty corners for hours. Clara tried to alert the authorities, but when they returned, the house was abandoned, rotting, and empty. Mrs. Myrtle was never found. Years later, the house still stands. New families move in, and soon after they move out, fleeing from cries in the walls, toys that rearrange themselves, and the sound of a rocking chair creaking at night. They say it's just a house. But some places aren't homes, they're traps feeding off innocence. Be careful where you leave your child. Not all daycares are safe, and some are evil.